What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcoming you folks to this week's Spot Show live stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Yes, it is Thursday. We're almost there, folks. Almost the weekend. And so far, I do not have to work that. Fingers crossed on that one. So yes, this is Thursday night where we talk about the more current stuff of the sport of professional wrestling. So, yes, I am on location. I'm on location here in Rockmart, Georgia, staying at the Eloquent Econo Lodge. Down here, I think this is basically the only decent hotel in this town. But I mean, it's not like a touristy spot or anything like that. Get it? Anyway, so let's get the BS out of the way. If you enjoy yourself, help your boy out. Hit that like button. Also, join me in the chat. I am only on Facebook YouTube tonight because internet's kind of not that great. Will not think strong enough for multi-streaming. Like I've explained. But yeah, if you join me in the chat, chime in with any kind of opinions you have, or be friendly like Karen Poole here and just give me a wave. I think that's a wave. Or is that the middle finger? Wave. Sounds like the B middle finger. Used to the middle. I'm used to the middle. Yeah, do that. So if you're not PA champ, don't forget about it. Just put that notification bell. Means you'll be notified every time I have new content coming out. I do Raw recap, Dynamite recap, which is uploaded right now. Check out my AEW Dynamite recap. Check that out. What's up, Joe? That joke never gets old. I'm speaking a little bit low. Let me know. Go well. No, I didn't mean to rhyme. Anytime. Okay, thank you. That would have been on. Anyway, so yeah, I'm about wrestling right now. A few little things. One thing I want to talk about. I don't have any pictures of it, but I really want to talk about Matt Riddle. I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with Matt Riddle after he got let go by the WWE because of his issues, his problems. But somebody was talking about Matt Riddle the other day, or posted a story on Matt Riddle, and I had to say, I was like, he is this generation's Buddy Landell. you listen or watch the Wrestling Gold Friday night, I every time Buddy Landell's name comes up, the best how talented he was, um, and how his his demons, but kind of probably the biggest spot in the world. I mean, I know he knew, everybody knew he wasn't going to hold it for a long time, but Ray Landau was going to be a world champion. If your folks are a little younger, start watching wrestling in the 90s, I would almost say Matt Riddle is your guy's Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, once he kind of broke away from Matt, geared up for a great singles push, um, was over. He did hold the WWE title a couple times, I do believe. At least a couple. I know he had a little feud with CM Punk, but heck, that was after he kind of got let go and come back clean. And heck, we all know that uh, what happened at TNA with Jeff Hardy and Matt Riddle's in that same situation. But man, it's because apparently, sorry, like I said, I don't have visuals or anything, video, but you can look it up. But apparently, there was a show I think in the UK. It's supposed to be a charity event. He already got his event, his retainer, whatever you call it, to be there. He didn't show up, and of course, he hasn't given back the advance yet. I guess that's part of the deal. I don't know. I don't. I'm not a wrestling agent or anything like that. I don't handle wrestling bookings or anything like that. But he never sent it back. Then finally, when he gave a rebuttal, it was like, screw these people. He didn't say screw, of course, he said the other word. F these people, basically. Um, they're lying. They're lying. Me Too thing, liars. Like, what's the hashtag Me Too thing? It's got anything to do with showing up an event. Um, he's saying he's going to be fine. He's going to have bookings. Kind of cringe. He's talking about he's got OnlyFans page because people want to see his junk. And if you look at him, it's like, huh, dude, you need help, buddy. Um, on top of that, I guess he did another interview where he's talking about CM Punk. Uh, pretty much, I mean, not using exact words, but it's kind of shady, cringe that CM Punk wants to. He likes to spend a lot of time in a NXT locker room. He didn't say ladies locker room; he just said locker room. He must have got the ladies part for whatever he's on. Uh, and actually talked about AJ Lee. I said, I ain't got nothing against her. She's okay. That's cool. Whatever. Yeah, her she got around. Blah blah blah. Awesome Kong. You shoot. I think. So it ain't just coming from Matt Riddle. Um, but she's a woman, whatever. Um, but this is what that. Oh, I ain't got nothing against that. I understand, blah blah. Whatever. But kind of went tirade about Young Punk. I mean, if you watch the video, man, he's like, it, no, we're only hope somebody's listening to this. And if you're like one of his friends and stuff like that, true friends, boy needs some help because um, and I seen him live. Joe, you was there, seeing him live. I don't know which. Trying to think. You were there with the match with him and Gunnar Miller, right? I seen him in there with Austin Theory in Cornelia, Georgia, and both matches were very freaking good. And he was, a big part of that. So he's a good worker. I seen other indie guys talking about him on Facebook. And kind of guys who don't really throw compliments like that. No, they said, "Hey man, this guy's a real deal," and he got a shot. Was partnered up with Randy Orton. That was getting over. Randy got injured. Matt went on to be with Seth Rollins and wound up. I think Seth Rollins pretty much put him over in the climax of that feud. Then he got popped for I think that was a rumor. Then when he came back, yeah, he showed up in Cornelia. Like I said, that dude was like that man. Like I said, both men very good. And also Theory, my opinion. What's the word the kids use today? Failed on somebody. If anything, right now it's Austin Theory in the WWE. I think he's injured right now, so hopefully he gets back, get a little bit of steam, maybe something. But Vince was one to push him, and Vince got out, and the same people who were like, "This guy sucks," now saying, "Oh, they should push him now." You're idiot. I know I won't call anybody that, but it just blurted out that moment. Um, don't don't try now when a lot of people don't. I mean, even the seasoned pros like Jim Cornette and all that, seeing that dude had talent. But, um, but yeah, man, I need to get some help. But yeah, the Buddy Landell scenario, he was right there. I think that was ready to kind of, I won't say give him a great push, for World or whatever, but I think gradually kind of move him up, and then he gets popped. Then he comes back and pretty much, you know, becomes another victim of Gunther. And if anything, I think if I would have, I mean, I'm not saying this would have happened. I would almost think that, he would have been a guy who would eventually beat Gunther, maybe, for the Intercontinental title. I could be wrong. I know Sami Zayn, he's, I call him Triple H's boy, but he's got a lot of them. And it shows. And which, hey, uh, it ain't like they're any of his boys are funky. Sami Zayn's not funky. He's good in the ring. Not my favorite, but, you know, I don't see him. But he's no flunky. I'm just particularly not a fan of it. I mean, I'm not going to deny people's talent. But yeah, it seemed like he was kind of going at, step in the right direction. And now, I mean, to see him in those videos, he's help. Kind of like when people see those videos of Jeff Hardy. People, I mean, fans were like, man, dude needs some help. And of course, there was no internet when Buddy Landell was around, uh, but see, here's a comparison to Buddy Landell and Matt Riddle. Buddy Landell admits that's his mouth at him, amongst other things. Kind of see that in Matt Riddle. I think Matt Riddle kind of mimics Buddy Landell the way he does stuff. I think Matt's I think Matt Hardy's one kind of, but that's understandable. May not get into all of that, but yeah, hopefully something good could come out. We hear that, hey, Matt Riddle's gotta get clean, gotta, gotta freshen up a little bit. um, I'm at, of course, I'm not so fine. He's find some. I mean, seem to enjoy the wrestling. He mentioned that maybe one day he'll fight again. I can't see UFC taking him back at this. But if you want to go back to UFC, I'm pretty sure if you, or excuse me, if he, friend of his, he's got to show them he's trying to fix or trying to get fixed. Some rehab or something like that. Kind of, maybe distance. I mean, kudos to you. You're banging a or something like that, or another OnlyFans star, but I mean, for sure, there's other women out there willing to throw their anyway, so yes, yeah, chime in what you think. You agree, disagree on my analysis of one Matt Riddle? Because, like, I think dude's count. I mean, I hate to see count get wasted. I ran out of water. I have a warm day today. Usually, long story short, and usually when I know I'm going to do a live stream, other extra cool, but nice something about another put cold water. It could be out of town. But sometimes I'll think it on here. But anyway, now let's get to a little bit of positive stuff. Talk about Brad here. By the way, check out picking up a Wrestling Gold Friday night. Pick it up tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a little bit long one, so drink an energy drink or whatnot. Because I'll be at the WWE just released on a YouTube channel. About 6 days ago, I think. Uh, World Champ or Georgia Championship Wrestling. From the Omni in Atlanta. I think let's call it NWA. In Atlanta, Omni from August 28th, 1983. Hit the full card, full matches. So we'll be doing a watch along on that. I'm pondering wherever I start a little bit earlier because I think the video is kind of long. So yeah, drink out energy drink. Have some water, so you can splash yourself in the face as we're watching along wrestling from the Omni in Atlanta in 1980. That's tomorrow night. Let's get to some news of the day. It was announced on Monday night that it was announced by Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. He confirmed that Stephanie Vancouver will go against or Io Sky for the vacant WWE Women's World Championship. Uh, Vancouver has secured her opportunity by winning a battle royal at WWE Evolution earlier this summer. Originally set to lead to a title match at Clash, but Naomi or Jimmy Uso ended that run. Damn that Netflix deal. That never did get me in that much trouble. Anyway, I had also been in line for a championship contest with Naomi prior to the Paris event, but now Naomi's inability to compete changed those plans. For Vancouver, the victory would mark her first championship reign on WWE's main roster, and to her accomplishment as a former champion in NXT and in international promotions like as CMW, CMLL, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Guy, on the other hand, is a former women's world champion, having lost the title when Naomi cashed in her Money in the Bank at Evolution. WrestlePalooza will be the first premium live event under the WWE's new deal with ESPN. The show streams live on ESPN's direct-to-customer platform at 7 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, September 20th. Also on that card, it is speculated that John Cena will have his match against Brock Lesnar. And apparently there's going to be a couple of surprises. Well, I won't say surprises. A couple of appearances on SmackDown tomorrow night. So DVR or however you do it, SmackDown, check out Wrestling Gold Friday night, and go back and watch SmackDown. See what those surprises are. But yeah, that should be a good match. Vancouver and I think they've had a couple right now that have been very good. Hello, Brenda Watson. I can tell that's a big wave. All right. A little more speculation here. It has been speculated that Chris Jericho is, well, actually, he is anticipating rumors regarding a potential WWE return in 2026. Fueled by his absence from AEW TV, his expiring contract at the end of 2025, and reports of a significant interest from within the WWE. Jericho himself has reportedly made back channel overtures and engaged WWE's interest, and many in both the AEW and WWE locker rooms reportedly believe the return is inevitable. The possibility is seen by some as a fitting final runner for the legend, with a surprise appearance in the Royal Rumble match being a popular fantasy booking scenario. So yeah, I think I mentioned this in private. Like, hey, a lot of those guys, uh, Jericho, I'm pretty sure the money's right. He knows he doesn't have that many more matches left into him. Uh, Come back to WWE, appear at the Royal Rumble, eliminate somebody, kind of start a mini little feud or whatever. Maybe just brief, another brief little feud with CM Punk, see who is truly the best in the world. Uh, Hall of Fame nomination and all that for induction. Um, the, there's other things. Pretty sure there's other things Jericho could do within the WWE. Um, but I think he likes this kind of freedom of going out with his band and touring and stuff like that. So I think WWE kind of caters to that, uh, gives them that flexibility because you really don't need a Jericho every week. I think, especially at this stage, in Jericho, I think he's a sort of an attraction. Promote, come out, hit a pop, run his mouth on the mic, and whatnot, and then go tour, then come back, do it all over again. or maybe I mean, I don't think they need him for that. Not sure if he wants to be an agent or being creative as well. So I think it's one of those, pay me, I'll here, let me do my tours. Uh, and he one final little go around WWE. I'm actually surprised Daniel Bryan and Danielson didn't want to come back, but that's still kind of early. I mean, I don't not sure if he's really under contract from AEW. Uh, maybe it's just a loose contract, but we kind of have to do basically, hey, don't care anywhere you want to, not the WWE on that one, but I know Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, I think he's mentioned before, he's not interested, or I mean, he kind of said winning the world title or winning the WWE championship at WrestleMania was that important to him. But don't be like that. Oh, my phone's going off. Hopefully it's not nothing. But, and I think eventually maybe uh, it's going to be tossed. Hey, WrestleMania is in Seattle this year. I'm thinking years down the road. You want to come in and make an appearance? Here's some money. Put you in the Hall of Fame. Give you a little bit of a Legends contract for that. Um, I think John Moxley. I mean, you got to think John Moxley is going to want to come back eventually. But I'm thinking he does too. But no, that's the main three. Edge, Christian, who knows? Maybe if they finally put Christian in the WWE Hall of Fame, uh, it make a little bit of a return. But of course, this is Edge, Adam Copeland, first time in a long time out of the WWE. First since he went, you know, uh, to the big show, to the majors, and the independent. So this is the second different national promotion he's on. I mean, as a star, yes, he did do some enhancement talent work on WCW Worldwide. Uh, what was his name? Sexton Hardcastle or something like that. Does the WWE need them? No, they don't. Not for sure. None of these people need the money, but it's what the fans want. That's the kicker. I kind of like what I've always said about CM Punk. I mean, even when he did come back to wrestling for AEW, I always said that's nice, but fans want him back in a WWE ring or on at least WWE program. More like because I know he did that Smack Talk Live, but again, I think fans the WWE fans would like to see Chris Jericho come back. Of course, they're gonna love seeing Daniel Bryan come. Not really wrestle, but at least make an appearance. I mean, I don't know if it yeah, the fans, again, love their nostalgia. WWE knows it. I mean, um, let's face it, with Bryan Danielson, without the WWE, I mean, he would have made a living, I guess, in the independent, but not the living he's got now. I mean, I'm pretty sure if he continued independence, even with Ring of Honor, even going to TNA, he was not going to make that kind of money and get that notoriety, like national notoriety, like when he went to WWE. And let's face it, he wouldn't admit Brie Bella. So, I mean, there's a lot of grad. I mean, talking about life changing everything for Bryan Danielson, WWE. I'm pretty sure he would have it. Like I said, he would have made money, made a living in wrestling. Uh, Ring of Honor, TNA. When I say make a living, was able to pay bills, pay the mortgage, all that good stuff. Like Christmas, were able to- I mean, they even had to start their own little start business, and they had a landscaping business. Unfortunately, uh, Jay didn't get the spotlight, or the Briscoes as a tag team couldn't have been there like nationally when they were like when they got or their character, uh, their in-ring style, everything. What made them the Briscoes, what they are in their prime. Unfortunately, a lot of people didn't get to see that because they never did do it. And unfortunately, Jay, passed away in that car wreck. But yeah, as far as hey, I mean, the fans are going to want to see one more time, you know, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, John Moxley together at least one more time as a Shield. Hey, I mean, like I said, they love their nostalgia. Um, and of course, they have other things like, speaking of nostalgia, the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. Um, Jericho belongs in that. Brian Danielson belongs in that. Christian belongs in it. Uh, Christian, I don't know. I mean, kind of tough with Christian Cage because I think it was more of a Vince issue than it was Triple H issue. Or didn't see him as who he was. The Christian deserves Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be one of those deals where they put Christian and Edge in a Hall of Fame as a tag team. I know you hate that, but this will make Edge a two-time Hall of Famer. Um, you know, Daniel Danson, uh, he'll go in as a single. Jericho is single. Uh, I think John Moxley, if he would retire right now, I think he would be deserving just as a single. He won singles championship as Dean Ambrose and as John Moxley, world championship in WWE, AEW. Uh, and uh, they, they would put, I mean, all three of the Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, John Moxley. They can easily become two-time Hall of Famers themselves, just from heck, even three-time Hall of Famer Roman Reigns because of the bloodline. With the bloodline in there, I know you would hate that, Joe. I'm trying to think Is there any 3-time Hall of Famers? I almost want to say no. Ric Flair went as himself in a horse. Flair went as 3 times. He went as a horseman in the U.S. Express. But you gotta. Oh yeah, I sure wrote it or explain it. It's kind of two different entities. Single, then hey, he still had to be one. He or she was still had to be one of the best tag teams in their that time. A certain time. I agree. Yeah, I mean, does the WWE need these guys? We sell tickets for the Hall of Fame or something like that. But other than that, they're fine. They got, they got people right now who can carry whatever championship, whether it be the World Championship or the WWE Championship. Then you got some young studs in the weight. You got Ron Breaker, uh, Rick Williams. He seems like he can be up there. Pretty major. Um, he got all kinds. They got the Legends thing. They got the little and as it evolved. QB. They got the working program. TNA. They can say, hey, cut down all you can, and it's almost like Rick Williams. I mean, I don't know what the like, I'm thinking. It's in my mind. The scenario is, okay, Trick, we're not ready for you yet on main roster. So you kind of done all you can do in NXT. Here's TNA over here. If you are in the Hall of Fame, you are just in the Hall of Fame. Putting number on it, anything. No, I think it's just. I mean, it's like I say, it's just. I mean, you by yourself as you as a team. Like not Bret, Bret Hart. Bret Hart broke away from the Hart. Became a big time, multiple time Intercontinental champion, multiple time WWF champion. Uh, what he did in WCW, best champion, world champion, all that. WCW. But he was also in one of the best tag teams in the WWF in the 80s, that being him and Jim Neidhart. Hart. Um, but he was a part of that. Now, Jim Neidhart did not have a great as far as WWE. If you kind of think about it, he seems to be like always a tag team wrestler as well. Because I think even in Mid South, he was with Butch Reed. Um, Memphis, it was with Bundy or Rick Rude or anybody in that the Hart family, uh, or Hart first family, what he called it. But of course, they're not. So because unfortunately, they just look at what you do in the WWF. I've mentioned before, like Bill 80, the Mongol, the Mass Superstar, one of the machines, which I don't know, then Demolition. Now, uh, was the machine? If there's any younger fans out there who are like in their 20s or maybe 30s. When I said the machine's there, don't be shy. Don't try and Google it. Nothing to be ashamed of. If you don't remember it, let me know in the chat or the comments if you watch this later. Nothing to be ashamed of, because were they really that? I mean, were they that memorable? Is it one of those things they talk about? So therefore, only way Bill Eddie and Barry Garcia will make it to the Hall of Fame is them as a tag team. But yeah, but I think it's just, I guess it's their way of giving them more prestige, especially when it comes to, I mean, I hate to say it, when it comes to these conventions and stuff like that, meet and greets and stuff like that. Um, it's going to be worth money, more money. Arn Anderson, one-time Hall of Famer as part of Four Horsemen, or Bret Hart, a two-time Hall of Famer, one's a single and one just so happened to be a tag. I think that's it's just when they I think it's just when they come out or when they come out for an appearance, they can say two-time Hall of Famer, and I think even mine again as part of the Hart Foundation. But personally, like you're saying right there, I think that's what you're saying. It's two different entities. Do we really got to do the counting rings thing? Yes, he's probably got a Hall of Fame ring that says Bret Hart and one Hall of Fame ring that says Hart Foundation. I'm guessing. I don't know. There you got to see one of those Hall of Fame rings that close up. But I'm pretty sure, convention time, they talk to the convention or the meet and greet promoter and say, "Sure, I come do your show. Here's my price." Yeah, it's kind of high, but I'm a two-time Hall of Famer. Guess that's how they get to it. I mean, it's kind of like Masada was saying in his interview. Um, After he did his, I guess, tryout or dark match for the WWE, forgot who it was it Michael Hayes or somebody came up to him and said, "Hey, how much a night you're making on your indies?" He told them, and then Michael Hayes said, "Well, now, since you've been on WWE TV, you can up your uh up your price now." So you got two rings. I know it's just to put a little more prestige in their name. That's it. Well, it's almost like saying somebody's a four-time world champion. You say, "Well, you were either a world champion once or never a world champion." Four times just means somebody you had to give up that championship that many times. At least I had to lose three times, and the fourth time, when you, when it was the end of your world title streak, whatever. But like I said, it is what it is. It's just, I mean, like this, just put a little more, put a little more sizzle on that somebody's legendary status. All right. I'm going to get to one more thing, but let's do the Clash in Paris results first. Then I'll go into one of the things I talk about because it kind of just go into that. So let's do it. Did anybody check out Clash in Paris this past Saturday? Me personally, of course, you can see my recap video after this. So after you watch this night, click on and watch my recap video. Um, was it a great pay per view? No. Was it a tad bit better than I thought it was going to be? Yeah. Was I wrong about anything? Yeah. I think one match I got it wrong, but that was probably one of the best matches on the card. He's well, I'll, I'll get my opinion again, but so anything huge come of it? Sort of, and not yet, but like I said, it definitely wasn't SummerSlam, but it was well. I said it was one of these other little pay per view or premium live events. They're pretty much glorified. It's glorified show maybe or glorified Raw or SmackDown, but we'll get into it. Of course, this took place at the La Breeze, the Font Arena in Paris, France. Yeah, I took French once in middle school. I didn't do any good. There you go. So the first match of the night was Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed. Of course, Reigns wins this one with the spear. Well, I said 22:05, but I think it's everything that happened after the match. So after the match, Roman's kind of celebrating with the commentator's table, hooking up the crowd. The crowd was very loud for him. That's what made this pay per view pretty good. Was just the crowd to stay with. These international, they really love their WWE and they really love Roman Reigns. That's what Roman was doing that. Paul Heyman was in the ring. Reed. Um, this one, Roman came in and didn't really sneak attack or anything like that. Just walked right behind Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman turned around. There's this tribal chief, and there's Paul Heyman going, "Love you, my tribal chief. Love you, my tribal chief," and gave him his shoes back. That's cool. Roman Reigns got his sneakers back. Then Roman Reigns said thank you by putting him in the guillotine, choking him out. After that, he went back outside, go around the commentator's table, got a marker, found his autograph on his sneakers, threw him out to the crowd. As he done that, he got speared by Braun Breaker. Again, that's going to be a star. Speared him right through the commentator's table. Uh, they went up the aisle as Roman's going back up the aisle. Breaker spears him again. Then they throw him in the ring. Tsunami from Bronson Reed. They run a stretcher out, put him on a stretcher. Why not? He's on a stretcher. He can't defend himself. So another tsunami splash. Then, Jay is there trying to help. He did okay for himself. He got speared by Braun Breaker. Then third time's the charm. Let's go for it. Another tsunami splash on Roman Reigns. So he did this stretcher thing out, kind of will explain why it's not going to be on TV for a while. Proper contract. Was it on? Yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was on. That's right. Did I say Saturday? It was on. Yeah, but yeah, I thought. What you think of the paper? What you think of it about it? Think it was any good? Um, but this match is actually pretty good. I mean, uh, like I was saying last Thursday, I think Bronson's good. Is he ready? Fully ready for that Roman Reigns top or rub yet? Not exactly. Um, but I think I have to kind of save face a little bit. What happened afterwards is probably a little more important than the outcome. So, but pretty good match. I mean, um, I think what else I want to say about this. I can't think of it. I had a tag title match here. WWE Tag Team Championship. The Wyatt Six, Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis with Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan, and Nikki Cross. They would defeat the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford with D-Fab. Um, Pretty good tag match. I thought a little bit of storytelling. Looks like there's going to be there's a little dissension between the Street Profits. I mean, that's the way it started off. Dawkins, you know, told Montez Ford gets stepping on the apron. I'm going to start this one out. And Montez Ford, slapped himself back in. Tagged himself by slapping the back of Angelo Dawkins. And Angelo did not like that one bit. But in the end, it was Nikki Cross underneath the ring, grabbed Montez Ford's leg. That gave Uncle Howdy the opportunity to hit Sister Abigail on the floor. Um, then threw him back in. Gacy and Loomis hit the flag on him. 1, 2, 3. The six are still your tag team champions. Speaking of Great Profit, if anybody's ever played the Borderland game, they were wearing their Borderland 4 gear. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was I didn't say Saturday, did I? Now you're confusing me. That's easy to do. No, I said this past weekend. I didn't give a day. I said this past weekend. Um, yeah, I mean, right here it says 22 minutes. I think part of that 22 minutes was what happened after the match. That probably went a little too long, but uh, again, the crowd kind of just ate it up. We had another title match, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. I was about to look that up. Becky Lynch defeated Nikki Bella. There was a spot in the match, I guess. It was a 3-person tag match, and John Cena was right there. He went for like a reverse. He jumped on the middle turnbuckle rope. Went for a reverse kick, and nobody was there. I don't know if that was Nikki's fault, Becky's fault, not being out of place. Um, Becky tried to, I guess, got come to win and try to sell that a little bit, but didn't help much. Um, I didn't expect too much out of this match to begin with. And let's face it, Nikki Bella wasn't a 5-star worker when she was in her prime. Um, a match went 13 minutes, 7 seconds. and Becky won with a not a roll up, kind of slid into the backside again. That looked pretty decent. Got the 1, 2, 3 from that. Like I said, not a great match. Eh, eh. Becky's fine. I mean, I've done ranked the 4 horsewomen plenty of times. Yes, Charlotte number 1, Becky 2, Bailey 3, Monet 4. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Bree's not going to be your unless something really changes and like this some reason is falls in love with the guy. Don't see him being world champion. Um, but he just to me it just reminds me of that mobile big monster. I mean, he's not as tall as a Ray Traylor, the big boss man was. Uh, but for a guy his size, dude can move. His moves look solid. The guy, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. I noticed that too. It's like noticeably slapping the. I almost want to blame production for that cameraman. I moved here a little bit. Uh, but yeah, there's ways to do that without being so noticeable. Yeah, inner spot. Or, yeah, just the timing was totally off that one. But more on but yeah, Reed definitely not one of my favorites, but it's kind of like I'm not like a huge fan, but he doesn't bug me like some. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, Monster Reed, this might be decent. He's had decent matches. He's had some, whatever. But he's I don't know, a little bit more mobile than Otis. I mean, the Creek goes for. I don't know if I want to be the person to catch Bronson Reed for a suicide dive. I'd be like, hey, we're gonna have like, 2 other people out here for this one. Or it could be like, he probably, I don't know. I gotta look at it again. I think he does his kind of like Master Fernandez used to do his. I think he at least kind of sort of lands on his feet first. Makes enough contact where it looks good on camera. Um, and whoever he's going against, sells it right. But yeah, just don't see him doing that every match. Keep that for your PLEs and special occasions. All right. But anyway, yeah, Becky won this one, which I think that was just a no brainer. Next up, now for me, I dug this match. I don't know what kind of like, especially two, you know, meat potato big dudes like these, Rusev and Sheamus. Uh, so you're not gonna get house mark. Just, I mean, it did kind of last a little bit, 20 minutes, 8 seconds. The good old fashioned Johnny Brook. Russo will wind up beating Sheamus. Um, but yeah, you had all kinds of toys outside, furniture. Uh, At one point, Rusev had Sheamus and the Acolyte on top of the barrel. And Sheamus brought out that, hit Rusev with a white noise from the barrels down to the tables on the floor. Uh, that looked pretty cool. Rusev went up taking that shillelagh and cracking the shillelagh across the back of Sheamus and used a piece of it to cause Sheamus to submit to the Acolyte. That looked good. Sent them all the way back to the point he had no other choice but to tap out. So that made him look good. Sometimes you do look good losing as you do winning. And I think theoretically, if you see anybody in that kind of position, nobody's not too many people. 90% of people like, nah, no escaping this one. Especially with the broken shillelagh across the mouth. No. But Sheamus had to tap out. I think they mentioned this time in his career, tapped out. Like I said, I like this match. It was a fun match to watch. The two meat, potatoes, drinking a pint. They probably went drunk a pint, fellas. After the match, because they was snug, but they gave and received on both ends, both guys. Like I said, for me, it was just a kind of a fun match watch. Not usually a big, um, as long as you do like one match like this on a card, fine. When you have like 3 or 4 and they're kind of all doing the same thing, and they kind of made it, part of the rule too. You kind of this, good old fashioned Donnybrook. You had to pin your opponent inside the ring. It was like no count outs, no, no disqualifications. You do everything, but you just gotta make sure your opponent's in the ring for the finish. So that was pretty cool. No red, but kind of what WWE does. The only red you've seen in this match was him, hair and beard. But the fun little match to watch. Next up, we had John Cena defeating Logan Paul by pinfall in a singles match, 26 minutes, 20 seconds. Fans were into it, great, but here's the deal. You've seen maybe do chin lock, the octopus. I think they went for testicles of strength. It's a typical John Cena match where he does does his signature stuff. Now he did pull some stuff out. He did pull in a daze, the uh, Dolph Ziggler move. Got the name of it. At the Styles Clash in. What else did he pull off? What else he pulled off? Oh, Christopher Daniels' old move, the fallen angel, whatever, or double winged angel. I forgot what he called it. Did that move, looked good. But then, of course, he had to do like 4 AAs to beat the guy. I did mention Styles Clash, his Styles Clash, but on the flip side of that, that's what Logan Paul does. He just does move after move after move after move after move. He got his buckshot in, had his swanton in, got his little leg drop in, got his little frog splash in. And he does, it's just move, like video game player, move, 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 does move, does move. Doesn't really, have that, wrestling. Just does a bunch of moves. So I've learned sometimes you need a good headlock every now and then, or a good slow fest every now and then, punch, kick, uh, in a match. Not everybody, not everybody's gonna have the, ground hold and stuff like that, and sometimes we gotta be a little different. But um, I mean, I thought it was good, but I don't know. I guess the way I was looking at it is like, okay, typical John Cena, typical Logan Paul, but again, I was fully into it. Uh, they hated them some Logan Paul. They loved them some John Cena. Um, um, hmm, I can probably agree it was probably the best match, but I mean, Logan's good. He performs all of his moves good. I'll give him that. He can do all the moves, but sometimes it's like, um, I mean, he started doing a move called the pole, what's called the pulverizer, and that looked pretty good. Okay, so now he's got to get his game to where that finisher will make sense. But I kind of got a feeling, um, oh gosh, kept going back to get the beer. Well, he's okay. I'm sorry, folks. I am not hip in today's music. I can only name you probably one cinnamon roll song. I cannot name you a Post Malone song. Is he a rapper, country star? Was he in prison as well? I mean, is that explain all the tattoos on the face, whatever? I mean, remember back in the days when rock stars just covered their arms and everything else and tattoos, not their face too. Just make sure. But yeah, so anybody in the chat, let me know a couple. Oh, the best Post Malone song. Post Malone song. Who the hell would name it? I mean, it's not as bad as a boy named Sue. Like, at least I know one, I think one, maybe two songs of cinnamon roll, jelly roll. Yeah, but I mean, I know who he is, but I've seen him on. Didn't he like sing the national anthem for a Super Bowl or some kind of football game, national game maybe or something like that? Other than that, I couldn't name you not one song. I'm just totally out of the. He's not a rapper. He's singing. But yeah, there's Post Malone fans. Give me a couple songs. I'll give me a couple songs next week. I'll give you my opinion. Anyway, this brings us to the main event, and of course, it is the Fatal Four Way. It was Seth Rollins defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Of course, he wins this. A good little fake out here. I think everybody kind of, at least the crowd anyway, had, kind of took the bait. CM Punk moved out away from the stomp that was about to be pouring on him on the chair and hit the GTS on Seth. Seth bounced off the rope, landed on Punk's shoulders again. Where Punk's about to go for a second one. Then, oh no, we got a little girl midget or a little girl ninja, excuse me, behind. And of course, we all know who that woman was. She hit Punk in the elbows. Then they stomp on the chair. Seth Rollins, 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins keeps the championship, and of course, the little girl ninja was Becky Lynch, the of Seth Rollins. Of course, earlier night, thanks to the melee of the first match, Adam Pearce sent Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed out of the building. They went to the pub. Was waiting on Rusev and Sheamus probably, but so that left them with nobody. But and of course, Paul Heyman was in the hospital from getting took out. So that leads his wife to help him out for the night. Then CM Punk, and of course, if you watch Monday Night Raw, there's a little confrontation where Becky Lynch kept slapping CM Punk. So, unless even WWE's merchandise section of their website is pulling our leg too, it looks like AJ Lee will be coming back soon. Probably as soon as tomorrow night, maybe appearance tomorrow night, since tomorrow's SmackDown is in Chicago. So that's not far from their house. But yeah, looks like this might be the match at one of the matches at WrestlePalooza. A mixed tag team match, of course. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch against CM Punk and AJ Lee. Of course, if I didn't mention it before, she is the wife of CM Punk. Usually one's around, they're both around. They were both in that TV show Heels together. AJ, great personality, good talker. Yeah. Okay in the ring. He was kind of like on that tail end of the Divas era. I think she had an injury too that kind of, of course, she has done marry CM Punk, but he's not wrestling. I'm not going to wrestle. I'll just sit here and watch him get beat up a couple times in UFC for a big paycheck and get for another big paycheck tomorrow. Thank you, Tony Khan. Oh, you want to give me a big paycheck? Okay, man. But yeah, it looks like they are selling AJ Lee. Apparently, that's what I've read. I haven't checked it out yet. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. But it will be AJ Lee and possibly at WrestlePalooza. I went to WrestlePalooza. What was it? 97 at the Marietta Cobb County Civic Center. First time I got to see ECW live. Last appearance of Junkyard Dog. They did like a little, history of Georgia and wrestling. Tommy Rich was part of the FBI, so they didn't break him out on that part. He was the big Don at the time. But I'm pretty sure, if she appears tomorrow night again, it was going to pop. Not sure how many appearances she will make. Maybe this will be a one and done type deal. Obviously, this will be a special attraction match. This is kind of a dream match. Oh, 98. What was 97 then? What were we doing? He's like, anyway. But yeah, 98. WrestlePalooza. Of course, had that house show also. But thanks to the delis, I had a. Oh no, I didn't get two. I got two spots where Sticky does it too. We'll go and drink. Anyway, yeah, this will be kind of a dream match. And CM Punk came back as like, and he's feuding with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins married to Becky Lynch. CM Punk, AJ Lee was very popular in her time in the WWE. So I don't know. I don't know. I know CM Punk pulled a sign, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, on the crowd. Said, "Hey, bring AJ Lee back." Not sure if that was a plan or something. A fan actually did that. That would be not really. It would be obvious either way. That should be interesting. So far, the possible, at least the one match for WrestlePalooza will be Io Sky against Stephanie Van Geur, possibly John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, who could be making an appearance on SmackDown tomorrow night. Maybe AJ Lee will make an appearance tomorrow night. Would be interesting. Little build up here for WrestlePalooza. I'm pretty sure they'll do 3 or 4 more matches. Like I said, they want to. I can see this. They want to put this special attraction match up there. This is the first streaming live event on ESPN Plus. Want to throw some shit in there like this. Brock Lesnar. Pretty sure a few other things. The other market. Matches that'll be a main event anywhere in the country, but they'll have it right here, right now, on ESPN Plus premium live event, WrestlePalooza. I think I'm about to call it a night here. Got some packing to do. Yes, I will be home tomorrow night. Wrestling Gold Friday night, unless something else comes up. If it does, I'll keep it posted. So if you're on YouTube, watch me on YouTube. But usually check me out on Facebook Live. I will be on Facebook Live and YouTube tomorrow night. So hopefully that goes well. Hopefully your Friday goes well. Again, check me out tomorrow night. Wrestling Gold Friday night. Wrestling from the Atlanta Omni, 1983. Could be pretty cool. Looks like a pretty cool card there. I'll set all that up tomorrow. But anyway, like I said, that's it for me tonight. You folks have a good one. Take it easy. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now, don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was real because it's still